you. This is my channel on YouTube, and I'm so happy to see you. And today, we're going to go ahead and talk about Sistas. This is season 3, episode 3, The Gift of Goodbye. The episode opens up and we're back at the airport. Zach made it back with the bag for the lady that she said has all of her important stuff. She was saying, oh my God, I'm so happy you found it. He said, yeah. Puts his hand out for a tip. She gives him a card and says, "This is a stock. Invest some money in it, and you'll be rich in the next 48 hours." Tells Zach to put as much money as he can in stock, but not to tell anybody about it. Zach tries to give her the card back because he's like, "This ain't what I want. I wanted a tip." And she said, "You know what? For me to better explain it to you, what time you get off so we can meet up so we can talk about it." Of course, Danny just saw the whole card situation, didn't really hear the conversation. So she's like, "Who's that? What were y'all talking about? How's Fatima doing? Anything with the cooch, huh?" And it was funny. I chuckled. I giggled because it's like, anything with a cooch. Look at you. You want that old lady? You want her? Okay. So they're playing this little song, right? As we're going into the bank. And I was like, okay, this song bops. All right. And we go to the bank. Maurice is going to go on break, so he goes to knock on Sabrina's door because she's locked in her office to ask her if she's opened up her email to see what he sent to her. She says no. He's like, "Well, can you open up the email? I sent it to you." She said okay, she will. Then Jacoby goes on to knock on the door because he made a mistake and he wants to figure out what's going on. He opens the door and goes inside. She's like, "Well, I didn't tell you to come inside." And he's like, "Come on now. We work in the same place. I need your help." And this scene was kind of annoying because I feel like Sabrina is childish. Again, I don't know how old these people are in this show, but her mannerisms and the way she's acting is really strange. He said, "I was tipsy, but you did call me." Jacoby promised Sabrina he'll be professional. He just wants to figure out what he did wrong. She's always like, "Oh, sit over there. Don't sit here. Oh my gosh. Just be professional. Or don't you have a pen and a pad? Here." And I didn't like this scene. It was just, for what? But why? Then again, we get a little, okay, it's a nice little song. We going into Fatima. Fatima gets a phone call from Gary. Now Gary is asking Fatima to come to the photo shoot. But hey, don't tell Andy, but I want you to come with her. Sir, but why? For some reason, it went to commercial, but then it was like the continuation of the scene. I guess they split up the scene. But anyway, at this point, I decided that I wanted to go ahead and listen to the soundtrack to the show because all these songs are nice, okay? Fatima goes and, she's trying to find a way to get to Andy. Do you need any help? Do you need anything? Andy was like, "Oh, here's a card. I have to make a statement. Can you please ask them if I can make the statement over the phone because I have somewhere to go?" She works at it and is like, "Oh, where are you going?" "Oh, I have to go somewhere." And basically we get to the point where Fatima's like, "Is it legit? Did you check it out?" And Andy says yes. And then Fatima's like, "I want to go with you just to be there for you for support, just to make sure that he's not doing anything." And she does say that she doesn't trust Gary, Does anybody trust Gary anyways? No. Andy says that I told the girls too much and now they won't give Gary a chance. So please don't act like them. And I feel like it's kind of too late because Fatima, from the looks of it, she don't like Gary either. So you telling her don't act like them, but it's kind of your fault. So we finally get to the part where yes, and Andy is going to let Fatima go with her to the shoot. And Fatima says, "I don't trust this nigga at all." I want y'all to understand this scene right here. Sissy boy Calvin walks into the bank all belligerent because he finally realizes what Maurice was saying was correct, that he doesn't have any money and his checks are bouncing. Maurice tells him that, okay, we can help, but just, let me go check. He says, is he in there with them? Speaking of Jacoby, Sabrina says, "I don't know." Maurice goes over to Sabrina's door. He knocks on Sabrina's door and says, "Can you come out? Did you look at my email?" Yada, yada, yada. And then while they're waiting for Sabrina to open her door, Calvin decides to say, "What's taking you so damn long to open the door?" Which was like, what? Sissy boy said, what? Punk nigga said, what? Whatever. Jacoby comes out with Sabrina. Sabrina looks at Maurice and said, "Did you get a police report?" I can't do it without police support. You know what happened last time. I don't want to go through that again. Calvin is so belligerent, so disrespectful, aggressive. Sabrina's like, I don't want to do this. I'm not going to do this with you. I can't do it. I need a police support. He said, oh, if it was for him, you would have did it. He starts throwing shots at Sabrina. Sabrina tries to walk away. Calvin grabs her arm. Jacoby's like, don't do that. And then I guess Calvin told Jacoby, what you gonna do? Calvin steps to Jacoby and pushes Jacoby. So therefore, Jacoby punches Calvin. Unfortunately, Calvin does a twirl and falls on the ground. But then Sabrina kind of blames it all on Jacoby and says, just leave, just leave. Mind you, Sabrina was telling Calvin to leave the whole time. Calvin never left because he wanted to just snap on Sabrina and just be like cursing her out and disrespecting her. So now Jacoby is the one in trouble and she's suspending Jacoby. But he was defending you and defending himself because, let's be quite honest, Calvin put his hands on Jacoby first. Oh, and also, Jacoby kept saying, I'm not in this. And Calvin says, you're not in this, but you were in her last night. Some of these lines are just very yucky and just kind of weird. No. A client comes to the office and Fatima goes to tell Andy that the client is here. Fatima feels some type of way because the client is trying to take his wife for all the money, and Andy's like, it's just the job. I try not to look at it personally. But Fatima was like, but that's some messed up stuff. And I kind of feel like this scene was kind of like, I don't want to say foreshadowing, but a reflection of Fatima possibly being in this situation and dealing with a man who's broke, trying to fix him, and he ends up taking all of her money or trying to sue her for all of her money. And something about he wants a special type of breakfast donut and coffee that she has to go fetch for him. And Andy says she's going to make him wait a little while before she goes down there. But she did also say that it's kind of messed up, but hey, I need to get to this money. We go back to the bank. Maurice is trying to wake up Calvin by just yelling out his name. So finally he gets a little closer and says, Calvin. Calvin jumps up and is swinging where he at. I'm going to beat his ass. Yada, yada, yada. Sabrina says, I reverse the charges. And here you go. He's like, that's all you had to do in the first place. And he's just still being an asshole. Now, I don't remember what Sabrina said to Maurice. Something about, do you want to get suspended too? And Maurice said, yeah, because I'm the one who effed him with a dildo, then told all my friends about effing him with a dildo, and then took one of the people that I work with and had in my refrigerator at my house, basically telling her exactly what she did. And she had no choice but to shut up. But it was kind of funny how he was like, oh yeah, because I'm the one who effed him with a dildo and told everybody he wears panties and yada, yada, yada. Like, come on, girl, don't try me. This is your drama. You brought your drama here. I ain't bring your drama. Did I set what up? She said, did he set it up? No, Sabrina, you're just immature. Ain't nobody set you up. Don't do that. Andy is meeting up with the client. The client is being hysterical because he needs to pay his rent. And he needs to find out what's been going. Is there an answer from the lawyer? Because he needs to pay his rent. And he said, just let me do my damn job and stop showing up at my damn office. What the fuck is wrong with you? I think that's what she wanted to say. Like, you doing too much. Just chill, just relax. I am doing my job. And some way, somehow she calms him down while Fatima's coming up with a special donut that he wants. She sees him leaving. She said she had to go downstairs just to go get this donut for this man. While they're in there, Fatima sees Zach. And he said, go handle your business, sis. Fatima and Zach said he wants to talk alone. I honestly thought that he was going to tell Fatima about the lady that he met at the airport and about the card she gave him, about the whole stock thing, just to get some more information. But it was just more so of him saying he misses her. He missed the butt. Wants to talk to her. I'm finna come and see you later. She's like, no. He's like, okay, I'm gonna just show up at your house. And he's like, but please, can I come see you? She said, I'll think about it. And after Zach leaves, Fatima goes back to Andy's office. And basically, Andy tells us that, she likes Zach. She just never liked Zach Karen, but she likes Zach. And I'm like, she said that twice. So I don't know why. But something about the emphasis on, I like Zach. I just never liked him for Karen, but I like Zach. Oh, I ain't saying that. Are you overprotective over Zach too? I don't know. The placement of that was just, what? Huh? Just let it go over your head. Let it go over your head. Just don't even pay no mind. The Maurice and Calvin banter is, they're back at the house. You know, Calvin's saying, I can't believe that didn't hit me. I'm gonna be his butt. And then Maurice tells Calvin, he didn't hit you. He knocked you out. You got knocked out, Calvin. That's what happened. And, you know, he said, but I can nurse you back to health. Just come to my room and I'll take care of you. I'll help you get better. And then he was like, oh, this is stupid. And he's like, what's stupid? And he said, Sabrina. Then he said, oh, does she really want him? So now it's like, do you want to leave Sabrina alone or do you not want to leave her alone? Because now it's frustrating because I feel like Sabrina is full of it. She's too much. It's drama. It's retarded. It's ridiculous. But now you're saying she really wants him. Like, what do you want? What do you want? Calvin goes back to his room, calls it a night. But then Maurice was like, I know your jaw hurt. I want mine to hurt too. And I think with our imagination, we know exactly what he's talking about. So then we go on and we see that Andy is dressed like a bride. And the photographer is flicking it up, taking some pictures of her. He gets a phone call and he has to step out to go and take his phone call. Fatima is, you know, you look great, you look good, and I like that wedding dress. It fits you just right. Then Andrew was like, oh, I'm going to ask him if I can buy the dress for him. And I was kind of like, girl, please. The girls show up and then the guy comes back, the photographer is like, oh, perfect, you guys are here. There's some bridesmaid dresses that I want you guys to try on. I'll give all of you $500 a piece. Danny said, say less. $500 a piece, say less. So they go to the dressing room, they're looking at the dresses. Fatima's there, Karen's there, basically, you know, the girlfriends. And what's crazy is Fatima said, oh, they have your size. Karen's like, how do you know my size? Fatima said, because I used to, you know, sell clothes or sew clothes or something about clothes when she was in school. She's like, what are you, a 2-4? Karen's like, a 2. It's just Karen's always mad. Karen's always mad. She needs therapy. She needs help. She just can't be this mad all the damn time. Just why? Then Fatima goes in to apologize, and then Karen says, just don't. Just don't. Let it go. Don't do this. And then we see Zach go to the ladies' hotel room, right? Goes to the ladies' hotel room. She offers him a drink. He says no. She says, are you sure? He says, okay, I'll take it. So he takes the drink from the lady. And then he acts like he's drinking it. So he's like, which was cute. It was funny. The lady wants him to take all his savings to invest in this company because the company is going to turn, I guess, 10,000 to 100,000, something like that, or 40,000 to 400,000 in 48 hours. So now Zach asks her, why are you telling me all this? Why are you trusting me with this? Something along those lines. And she's like, because I'm desperate. Because she remembers she's getting a divorce and her husband's going to try to come for all the money. So she's trying to, her husband is the one who does the illegalities of it all. She's the one who does the good stuff. And so she knows the secret. She's trying to do this stock share trading to get the money. And she's going to give Zach a suitcase of money or a briefcase of money for $40,000 to turn to 400,000, and he pays it back in increments. And it didn't even make any sense to me. So what percentage does he get? Does he just just hide all the money for you and do this, and then you get all the money back? Zach said, have you been to jail? She said, no. He said, well, I have. And what you're talking about right now is the stuff they talk about in jail. I'm not doing this. No, ma'am. I ain't with it. And I don't know. I don't know for sure. But I sort of kind of feel like Karen's customer or client is this woman's husband. Because it just so happens she was saying her husband's going to try to take her for all her money. And Karen's client is really trying to take his wife or ex-wife for all her money. So I wonder if we're going to cross these two into a storyline to find out that those two are actually the couple that's getting divorced from one another. The woman tries to talk Zach into doing this. Zach says no. He leaves. I ain't with this. I was never here. I don't know you, lady. I never seen you before. I didn't take no money. And backs up. But then I also kind of feel like he left his fingerprints on the glass. So I don't know if that constructs something up. But I'm keeping that in the back of my mind, that maybe the fact that he touched that glass at the place, it could or could not mean something. Also, the name Senator Leslie Whitmill. Y'all know when they say names, they have some importance. So Senator Leslie Whitmill. We get back. The ladies have slipped into the bridesmaids' dresses. They're going up to take the picture. Danny says, paying us $500, right? The guy says, yes. Are we getting the cash? Because I'll take it now. So everyone's on the stage are taking pictures. So then Gary comes in, excuses the model, gets into the picture. Danny says, baby, what are you doing? And he says, Danny, or Andy, Lord. Gary says, Andy, you know, this is a real officiant or pastor, and this isn't a photo shoot, and you know I want to get married right now. Will you marry me? But I haven't met your kid yet. But you tried to choke me out. But your ex-wife just tried to kill us. But I lost everything I had damn near because of you. I do this, and all I can hope is that you guys come and watch my reviews about this foolishness of a show. I'm starting to get sleepy. I don't know if I'm getting sleepy or what it is, but I'm feeling sleepy. But that was the episode. That was Sistas. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. Please don't forget to like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. And come back for more. Emerald Louu, and I'm out.